This is a quick explanation of how to convert the transmitter pulse interval to temperature using Holohil SI-2T transmitters and the temperature charts furnished by Holohil. I use a sports stopwatch to time 10 pulse intervals, starting on one beep and then stopping the watch on the 11th beep. I count from 1 to 11 like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then you simply ignore the decimal point. In this case, 17.72 seconds becomes 1,772 milliseconds. You can see the math on the screen. Then go to the transmitter chart for that specific transmitter because they're all different. Be sure and use the chart for the transmitter that you're timing and find your pulse interval on the x-axis. Then follow your pulse interval straight up to its intersection with the curved trace on the chart. Then read to the left and find the corresponding temperature on the y-axis. I time the transmitter 3 times each time I visit an animal, and I record all 3 and then average them later. Your variance should be less than 10 milliseconds between the 3 samples. To expedite data recording, you can develop a function or a formula in Excel or some other program for each transmitter based on the known data points on the graph from Holohil. Then you simply have to enter your 4-digit pulse interval as the x value in the function and read out the temperature as the y value. To refine accuracy, I've sometimes done a water bath test and compared that reading to the Holohil chart and adjust my mathematical function for that transmitter, taking into account the difference between my water test and Holohil's graph, which is usually less than 1 degree Celsius. Here's what my water bath setup looks like. I use a beaker, either a half liter or full liter beaker, fill it full of tap water. I put a high quality lab thermometer in the water and I stand the transmitter up on its end so it only touches water and the bottom of the beaker. I allow it to set, usually for at least a couple of hours, to be sure that the water in the transmitter and the thermometer have all equilibrated to room temperature. Then I time the pulse interval, usually at least 5 times, average them, and then note the corresponding temperature from the thermometer. And that's it. It's usually pretty close to the Holohil chart, but if it's off a little bit, why, it gives you some information that may allow you to adjust your readings from the field to be a little more accurate. And that's it.